Hello and welcome everyone to day 9 of our Infinity Data Academy SQL classes. आज की क्लास में हम डिस्कस करेंगे कैसे हम स्कीमा डिजाइन करते हैं एंड as well as some basics of data modeling. But before we starting this class, I would ask you अगर आपने अभी तक के सेशंस नहीं देखे हैं, please go and revise them. They are all in our MySQL playlist. And उसके बाद please do attend this session. So this is going to be regarding how to basically design जो schema. अभी तक जैसे हमने जो data set discuss किया था, that was this employee data set. But as you remember, ये हमने already predefined data set था that we downloaded from SQL वर्क एसक्यूएल डॉक्यूमेंटेशंस एंड उसके बाद हमने इसको इंपोर्ट किया था राइट बट लेट्स से आपके पास कोई बिजनेस प्रॉब्लम आई है उसके लिए आपको डेटाबेस खुद स्क्रैच से डिफाइन करना है सो हाउ डू यू गो अबाउट इट हाउ डू यू क्रिएट अ स्कीमा फॉर इट सो वो हम डिस्कस करेंगे आज की क्लास में एंड सो all right, so let's get ready for that and we'll discuss how to optimally define our tables and कैसे इनके बीच में हम relationship and the primary key and foreign keys those kind of relationship we need to define in these tables, right? So let's start with our schema class detail today. And so schema design में basically we had two type two main things that we have to do, that is firstly आपको create करने होते हैं tables from your entities. So entities are defined in your look anything which exists in your system जो भी आपके problem statement में आपको दी गई है. We'll take a case study as an example, Infinity Data Academy as an example, and उसके ऊपर ही हम define करेंगे कि what are the tables or entities that we can create using that problem statement. And uske alawa then second thing we have to do is we have to model relationship. Model relationship में हमें क्या करना होगा basically to define कि which tables are related to the another table in our database and how are they related, right? So that is the modeling relationship part. So without further wasting time, let's start with our schema design part. All right. Firstly, why do we need to do the schema design and what exactly happens during schema design वो हमने discuss कर लिया है. A few more points about the schema design जो मैं आप बताना चाहूँगी, like that is that this is generally a very time consuming process and this process happens at the start of building any application. अगर आपके पास कोई भी problem statement आई है, so at the start of it this schema design step should be done because it forms your base for designing API and other all the other designs in your system, final system जो भी आपका build होगा और final application जो भी आपकी build होगी. And also this is like it should be efficient, it should be defined in a way that it is like most efficient. And also it will like show you how the DB will be structured, so that is why it is like very important step as part of your application building. And also this is like should be well documented, जो भी आप requirement definition के बाद आप document create करते हैं should be well documented. And it should be all the entities and relationships should be pictorial represented in your uh, design document, right? So let's take a case study. जैसे I told you we'll take our own case study of Infinity Data Academy. So let's say मेरे पास problem statement है, that is we have to design the schema for we have to build a website for Infinity Data Academy, right? And for that we have to design our schema. So let's start. सबसे पहले जो भी हमारे पास problem है, let's define that and उसके base पे we'll take very small set of example, right? We will not take entire की क्या 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 इसमें requirement हम लेंगे, not a very thorough process. This is just for example for your understanding purpose. ठीक है. सबसे पहले Infinity Data Academy में क्या हमारे जो application है उसमें क्या क्या होगा. The first requirement is going to be we'll need to build a website and उसके ऊपर we will have our student and batches, right? So we will have students. Let's ignore any student, and उन student के अंदर we have like they will part of some batch and each student will have the what, let us some details like ID, name, or which batch they are part of, those kind of detail, right? Then we are going to have our different batches. Let's say it's a morning batch or evening batch. So we are just going to have a, let's say, batch ID, or we'll have some sort of batch ka name. And then we are going to have, let's say, details about the instructor. So we have different instructors. So uske regarding we will have another requirement to have a instructor, जिसमें हमारे पास instructor की ID होगी और some name and other details, right? And then let's say another requirement is कि student क्या है, they can based upon their timings, available slot timings, they can choose between morning and evening batches. So we are not going to have batch over here. So ID, name, other details. Then we are going to have the stu student का current batch. That is the student batch table. I think you can compare with the similar to what we had in employee database. Employee database में we had a separate table for the department and employee, जिसमें वो current department and employee की details होती थी, and based upon that उसमें like they used to be from date and to date, that from this date to this date वो employee है that was part of that particular group, and उसके बाद उसका department name change हो गया और department update हो गया. So that was the case. Same way student का we could have the change in our department or change in our batch for student. So for that we are going to have a separate student batch table. So इसमें हम will have a student ID. Let's ignore some typos, and the batch ID, as well as the from date to date, similar to what we had in our employee table. What all thing entities do you think this could have? We have the students, batches, instructors, and then we could have, in case we are no not just instructors, but we have other people related to Infinity Data Academy. Let's say we have the employee, but employee, they can be or may not, they may be or may not be instructors for now. So that is possible, like employees who are working on the website backend or those stuff, but they are not part of a instructor class of the Infinity Data Academy. So for those people who are not instructors, but they are part of Infinity Data Academy as a, so for that one, let's have a separate table, employees, just employees, right? उसके अंदर again we are going to have ID, name, and what exactly, and for them we can have a separate table as well कि इनकी specific job ID. Like we will have the table जिसमें क्या करेंगे हम, we will have instructor and which batch that particular instructor is part of, right? ID, then batch ID. So this is the way we can have instructor as well as instructor batch separate, and then employees. उसके अलावा what else could we have? We can have a classes. So of course we will have multiple type of classes running in our batches. जैसे a class हो गया, that will be specific to Python, then another class will be for SQL, and another class will be for the supervised learning, or then another class is for the LLMs, large language models, or deep learning. So based upon different classes, we are going to have different type of no their own set of instructors or their own set of class name or their class batch ID. So again, for classes, we are going to have separate table itself. Like it's going to require separate table. Okay. So as you can see here, ये हमारे पास problem statement थी to design an application for Infinity Data Academy, and उसके basis पे हमें DB schema design करना था. And this is just a rough idea कि हम कैसे उसको design कर सकते थे. So these all entities जो हमने discuss करी है, so they are all going to create a separate table in our database, and this is obviously not a complete set of entities, we can have more entities, and based upon our relationship जो अभी discuss करेंगे कि किस type के relationship होते हैं between each of these entities, they are going to there can be more number of tables that can be present. Let's say मेरे को किसी two tables के बीच में one to one relation है, one to many kind of relationship, so उसके basis पे we could have few more tables that added into our database, right? So but this is to give you a rough idea of how many database tables you can have based upon this problem statement. So always जब भी आप problem statement define कर रहे हो, just keep in mind that it is covering all the requirements, आपकी complete cover कर रही है, and it is the and जो normalization है that is being followed, जो normalization की 1NF 2NF and 3NF forms हमने discuss करी थी, those rules are being followed while you are creating the uh, tables and their attributes. And next we have the is the very small topic part of this schema design, that is your naming convention. So naming convention कैसा होना चाहिए, as you can see, so we have to define the name for our tables attributes जो भी हमने अभी इसमें डिस्कस किए in this part, all the different entities. So naming convention it should be a quick one, like it can be a singular or plural based upon जो भी टाइप की आपकी डेटा है. So let's say अगर आपका student table है, so since we are going to be having multiple types of students, so it's always preferable to have a pronoun as a have it as a multiple more popular plural values. So instead of just student as the table name, it's preferable to have students as the table name. Then another case is जो भी हम attribute या column name define करते हैं, that is your ID name, these are your column names, right? Attributes, so it should be following either camel case naming convention or the underscore based. So generally underscore based is more used, that I have seen in my on hand work with the database. Like जैसे इधर आप देख सकते हैं, this is using a underscore naming convention batch underscore name. So these kind of naming convention are more used, and also कहीं पे भी if you see this dash, this root dash, it means just underscore, dash is not the uh, part of it, and neither is space, like we cannot have space in this naming, nor we can have dash. So it's always preferable to keep the name of the table without any space or dash. Yeah, just keep them a single name, and make sure that it is either the camel case or the uh, underscore based name. And then we have the कंपनी कन्वेंशन. सो आपके कंपनी के जो भी कन्वेंशन है, लेट्स से आपने कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ज्वाइन करी है, इफ दे हैव सम सर्टेन एग्जिस्टिंग सेट ऑफ रूल्स, सो ट्राई टू फॉलो दैट, and if not, just try to follow any standard naming convention, any standard sort of rules that you know of, so that your database is much more readable and more efficient, right? So let's move on to the modeling the relationship part, right? So relationship model में हमें basically define करनी होती है what type of relationship these tables are going to have, like student table and batches table के बीच में हम किस type के relationship रखेंगे, and उसके लिए of course we need to define, like you need to know what all kind of relationships are there and how do we define them. So पहले let me just write down the types of relationship. So there is one to one relationship that can be there, and then we have the one to many. This M is for basically many, so it can be anything, one to many and many to one. Like we treat it as them same category. And then we have the many to many. So basically यहाँ पे हम एक example discuss करेंगे, and through that you can no use same logic to define the relationship for all the other tables, right? So let's say we have student table and the batches table. So student and batches के table के बीच में, just write it down. So we have students table, and then we have the batches table. राइट। सो ये दोनों टेबल है हमारे पास फिलहाल। एंड इसके ऊपर सबसे पहले रिलेशनशिप किस टाइप की रहेगी? सो वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू कंपेयर दीज टू एंटिटीज। बेसिकली ये जो स्टूडेंट है, द स्टूडेंट टेबल इज यू नो रिलेटेड टू बैचेस टेबल एज अ, जैसे एक स्टूडेंट है that can be part of multiple batch. Is that possible or not? So it's going to be like एक student है that will be part of one batch. So just going to write this like one student, it's going to be part of one batch. And then let's look at the reverse way. So reverse way में क्या हम देखेंगे? Whether एक batch में are they going to be one student or multiple student? इस केस में क्या होगा? एक बैच में we can have multiple students. So that is entirely possible कि एक बैच में we can have many students. So basically अगर हम देखा जाए, we'll take, अगर हम left side को देखें, we have the highest cardinality as a m, और right side को देखा जाए तो it is m is to 1. So overall हम अगर इसको देखें, so we are going to have your student and batches के बीच में we are going to have m is to 1 relationship in this case. सो दिस इज हाउ यू डिफाइन कि किस टाइप की रिलेशनशिप होती है। सेम वे अगर हम बैचेस और इंस्ट्रक्टर को कंपेयर करें, वी कैन अराइव एट द फाइनल लॉजिक कि किस टाइप की रिलेशनशिप होगी उन दोनों बैचेस के बीच में, उन दोनों एंटिटीज के बीच में। एंड ऐसे करके वी डिफाइन द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन ईच टाइप ऑफ एंटिटीज अवेलेबल, एंड उसके बेसिस पे वी हैव टू नो क्रिएट फाइनल डेटा जो भी है। जैसे कि अगर लेट्स से अगर आपकी टेबल के बीच में वन टू वन रिलेशनशिप है, सो लेट मी जस्ट रिमूव दिस, जस्ट गोइंग टू राइट डाउन। सो सबसे पहले फर्स्ट ऑप्शन है हमारे पास वन टू वन रिलेशनशिप का। सो अगर आपकी दो टेबल्स में वन टू वन रिलेशनशिप है, एंड सो इन दैट केस व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू हैव, जो भी डेटा है वी कैन हैव बोथ दी, एक टेबल और दूसरी लाइक दोनों टेबल की आईडीज है वो हम दोनों साथ में स्टोर कर सकते हैं। लेट्स जस्ट से एग्जांपल के तौर पे लाइक वी हैव द हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ डिटेल्स। सो उनके बीच में लेट्स से वन टू वन रिलेशनशिप है। लेट्स अज्यूम, लेट्स नॉट टेक एनी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड केस, एंड लेट्स अज्यूम वी हैव वन हस्बैंड एंड वन वाइफ एंड इट इज वन टू वन रिलेशनशिप, राइट। सो उस केस में हम क्या करेंगे? we can store both the husband's ID and details and the wife's ID and details into a single table. So we have single table to store info about both entities. Entities, right? Second case में we have either let's say one to many relationship or many to one. We are considering both as one. So अगर इस टाइप की relationship है, उस केस में हम क्या करते हैं? उस केस में हमारे पास दो ऑप्शन रहते हैं। फर्स्ट केस क्या रहेगा कि हम ये जो स्टूडेंट की आईडी है, सो स्टूडेंट आईडी, इसको हम स्टोर करें बैचेस वाली टेबल में। सो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इज वी आर गोइंग टू स्टोर स्टूडेंट आईडी बैचेस की टेबल में। सो और अनदर वे वी कैन डू इज हम बैच की आईडी, सो हम वी कैन टेक बैच आईडी एंड वी नीड टू वी कैन स्टोर इट इन द स्टूडेंट टेबल। सो we can follow either of these approach, but उसमें preferable क्या रहेगा? that will be it will be preferred कि we हम जो है store करें batch id student table में। why? because हमारी जो if you remember like जो हमारी one to many इसमें relationship थी, that was that कि we have one batch and many students, so that was the main रिलेशनशिप दैट वी हैव। सो हम हमेशा ट्राई करते हैं कि जो प्राइमरी की है ऑफ वन साइड उसको हम स्टोर करें ऑन द एम साइड, राइट, सो दैट वी आर गोइंग टू हैव लाइक लेस नंबर ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स टू बी स्टोर्ड। सो प्राइमरी की ऑफ वन साइड दैट इज बैच साइड जो है वो हमारा, सो बैच साइड है, दिस साइड इज आर वन, एंड स्टूडेंट टेबल है ये हमारा टू है। सो बैच आईडी हम स्टूडेंट टेबल में स्टोर करेंगे, दैट विल बी बिट मोर ऑप्टिमल अप्रोच। So I'm just going to write. So we are going to store primary key of one side in no, you know in your other table, in your M site table. So this is just a kind of on language to define it, to make it simpler for you to understand. तो प्राइमरी की है वो वन साइड की, वो हम दूसरी साइड में स्टोर करेंगे. ओके, थर्ड केस हमारे पास क्या है, दैट इज योर एम टू एम रिलेशनशिप, many to many. So both are so इस केस में भी let's take the student example also कि we can have one student part of multiple batches. Why is that? कि let's say student ने mid of the course decided to switch batch to evening batch or to morning batch or कोई और time or weekend batch. So in that case the student is going to have no, we are going to have many student part of single batch and one student part of multiple batch. So that is also entirely possible. So in that case student and batches के बीच में relationship क्या रहेगी, that will be many to many. So many to many option में क्या होता है, we can of course go by the this approach कि primary की हमने store करी in batch table और हमने primary की store करी previous batch ID की student table में, वो हम कर सकते हैं. But that is going to break the atomicity property जो हमने डिस्कस करी थी as part of your acid properties. So M2M में क्या करते हैं, we have to create a separate mapping table. So create a mapping table और उसके अंदर क्या रहता है, that is जैसे हमने यहाँ पे create करी है, this is basically going to be a mapping table student and batch, and इसके अंदर we are going to have both student ID and batch ID that is totally separate from the original student and batch table. Right, so this is the purpose of many to many mapping जिस case में like sorry, this is the purpose of your mapping table, just to simplify the many to many mappings in our data. So same way अगर हम instructor और employees, if we do the comparison of entities for all of these, उसके basis पे you need to decide whether you want to create mapping table for them or what type of relationship they have. So इस case में जो हम discuss कर रहे थे, we are going to have this a separate table. So basically same table as this जो हमने student and batch table use करी थी as an example, right? So इसमें we are going to just have student ID, batch ID, and if we need the from date to date based upon just make sure जो भी हमारी mapping table है, we do not have too many attributes in there. We have the minimum possible number of attributes जो भी अपनी mapping table create करी है. Right, so this was is about the schema design and no naming convention and modeling the relationship. So let's move on to next topic, that is your data modeling part. We are going to be discuss very basics about it, right? If you wish to connect with us or more about your upskilling and other related queries, please feel free to reach out to our team. We would love to get in contact with you all. And yeah, let's move to the next part, that is your data modeling. So data modeling is it is a simply way of designing a data warehouse efficiently for faster query. So you might say what is data warehouse. So we have discussed what is a data set till here, like, and we took the example of employee data set. So data warehouse is a, they are like a central repository in which we have data coming in from multiple sources. So you can say central repository जो भी है, and we have multiple different types of sources. So वो sources क्या है, that could be anytime, like they could be a multiple databases, or they could be multiple different types of files or different system sources जहाँ से हमें data आ रहा है, and we are ingesting all that data into some structured format into a data warehouse, and वहाँ पे हम उसको ingest करके we typically use it for our reporting and analysis purpose. So they are like used by enterprise wide in many organization for their reporting and analytics type of requirement. So data modeling is basically designing your data warehouse so that it is like, done efficiently, and like all the queries are being performed efficiently, right? So this is like this has should have generally high quality data and should have like fast response query time and should be as per the business requirement or business oriented. And its hardware is generally separate from your uh, transactional data. So it generally has your more of a analytic type of data available. So basically हम क्या करते हैं, जैसे डेटा वेयर हाउस आपकी एक स्टोरेज यूनिट है, उसमें बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स रिलेटेड एक्टिविटीज हम प्रेफर करते हैं टू स्टोर दैट काइंड ऑफ डेटा. Okay, so let's move to the data modeling में. So data modeling में we take into account, just add few. Okay, so data modeling में we have these two types of table that we have. That is, we have एक होता है dimension table, the other one is your fact table. So these are the two types of table जो in data modeling में जो रहता है. So dimension table में हम किस type का data enter करते हैं, that is your कोई भी आपका बिजनेस प्रोसेस है उसके रिगार्डिंग जो भी कॉन्टेक्स्ट है, कॉन्टेक्स्ट रिगार्डिंग योर बिजनेस प्रोसेस. सो दैट इज स्टोर्ड इन योर डायमेंशन टेबल. एंड फैक्ट टेबल में हम क्या स्टोर करते हैं, दैट इज बेसिकली योर मैट्रिक्स फ्रॉम दी बिजनेस. जो भी आपकी बिजनेस की डिटेल्स हैं उससे रिलेटेड जो भी मैट्रिक्स हैं वो हमारी फैक्ट टेबल में स्टोर होती है. Business. Okay, so these are the two main base tables that are used in your data modeling, right? So just to take an example, जैसे आपकी कोई e-commerce website है, so उस e-commerce website में आपके dimension table में you will have data like your जो भी आपके different vendors है, customers हैं और आपकी products है, those data will be available in your dimension table. And fact table में क्या data होगा, that is your क्वांटिटेटिव मैट्रिक्स जब डेटा होगा, जैसे कोई भी आपका ट्रांजैक्शन हुआ है उससे रिलेटेड प्राइस एंड क्वांटिटी कितनी गई है, कोई भी आपका प्रोडक्ट सेल हुआ है उसके रिलेटेड जो भी ट्रांजैक्शन इंफॉर्मेशन है, दैट इज विल बी स्टोर्ड इन योर फैक्ट टेबल, राइट. एंड देन लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ schema. This is different than the database schema जो हमने अभी ऊपर डिस्कस किया. So this is basically part of data modeling में किस टाइप की schemas होती हैं. We have three types of schema for this designing our for modeling our data warehouse. So we have the star schema, and then uske alawa we have the snowflake one, and then we have your galaxy schema. Okay, so these three are the basic schemas type that are used to design our data warehouses. So star schema क्या है? This is like very simple type of schema. इसमें क्या करते हैं? इसमें क्या होता है? Like at the center, we are going to have a fact table. Center में हमारे पास है fact table, and उसके surrounding we have all the other dimension table, and it is like surrounded by your dimension table. Different dimension table. So it अगर इसको imagine करें तो its shape is like a star. Like center पे we have a fact table, उससे related the like connected to have it we have different types of dimension tables. And इसमें जो foreign keys होती है, so foreign keys they basically connect your, so foreign key I'm going to write as FK, so they connect your the fact table to your dimension table, right? So this is like a simplest of the schema that you have. If you want we can look it up also. Let's look it up online just to give you a bit example. So ये star schema का एक example है. As you can see here, you can जो हमारे center में है, this is your fact table that we have, and इसके around we have different types of dimension table. Let's see that we have इस dimension table में we have the product details, and then this one has the customer details, then this is different time of order details, कि कौन से time पे कौन सा order हुआ है. This is also giving e-commerce का example. And then this we have the promotion detail, like किस time पे कौन सा type का promotion run हो रहा है, and the coupon code and type, all this. And center में we have your fact table, and fact table में what detail we have is the product ID, time ID, तो all the metrics related information जो हमारे fact table में है. So this is your star schema, right? And it is like very simplest of the schema. And so next up we have is our snowflake schema. So snowflake schema में क्या होता है? So this is kind of extended version of star schema. इसको इसमें क्या करते हैं? We have further normalized your dimension tables. So snowflake schema को हम अगर एक बार imagine करें, just like a snowflake, अगर आपने कभी मूवीज में, पिक्चर्स में और रियल में देखी है, जस्ट लाइक अ स्नोफ्लेक, इट्स लाइक अ फैक्ट टेबल है आपकी, उसके पास मल्टीपल डायमेंशन टेबल है उसके अराउंड, लाइक जैसे हमने स्टार स्कीमा में देखा, एंड ईच डायमेंशन इज लाइक कनेक्टेड टू फर्दर सब डायमेंशन, राइट? सो लेट्स सी, इसका भी एक एग्जांपल देख लेते हैं, द गूगल, जस्ट टू हेल्प यू विजुअलाइज दिस थिंग. And we have snowflake schema versus star schema. So as you can see here, star schema यहाँ पे बहुत ही simple, you can see this is your star schema. And snowflake schema में you can see we have the we have अपना fact table at the center, उसके around we have the उसके around we have this different dimension table, right? So this is basically star schema at the middle. उसको further expand किया है, so each of these dimension table इनके खुद के sub dimension table है. So like you can see this table has further sub dimension, and like these table have further sub dimension. So these kind of things, like these is the snowflake schema. So आपके स्टार स्कीमा है उसको फर्दर एक्सटेंड करके we have created a similar kind of snowflake schema, right? So I'm not writing this down, but I hope you understand the difference between the star and snowflake schema. So compared to star tables, snowflake schema has several advantages, like it like has very low data redundancy, and it does compute, consumes a bit less storage. But disadvantage क्या रहेगा इसमें? Query performance will be comparatively slower because we have more number of tables over here, so joins might be required to get some particular data जिसमें and also your designing is bit complex. Star schema में it is very straightforward, but in this case of snowflake, designing this schema might be bit more complex than your star schema. And then last we have the last one, that is your galaxy schema. So you can imagine it like a galaxy. स्काई में अगर देखते हैं, we have different types of constellations. So उसी के बेस पे इसको डिजाइन किया गया है, that is your galaxy constellation type of schema. And इसमें क्या है? We have multiple fact tables, and each of that fact table have their own dimension tables. So it is obviously very very complex compared to your uh, star and snowflake schema. If you want to see the example, इसको let's just do a quick lookup and see the galaxy schema example as well. So, so these are like very simplified version of it, snowflake schema, star schema. But let me just open one of the example, and इसमें आप देख सकते हैं we have multiple types of fact tables, जिसमें some dimension table, they can be either they can be either part of same fact table, or they can be part of the no, they can be independently part of no, that particular fact table. So like dimension table, they can share a fact table as well, and same likewise, like fact table can share dimension table. So this is like a very very complex to build. So, and this is not generally very widely followed approach to model your databases. ठीक? And uh, over time क्या है, organization they started from very basic star schema, उसके बाद they evolved to your snowflake schema. And I don't think very no many organization have galaxy schema. implemented in their system, and if they have, there are like very, very less organization that might have done this, right? So as this was about the schema design and data modeling part that I wanted to discuss. Hope you have learned something new today and ready to upskill more on our journey. If you want to connect with our team, feel free to reach out to us on our social media and via our website. We would love to get in touch with you all. And if you have any issues, concerns regarding the what we have discussed today, feel free to drop a comment on our videos and we'll reply to you as soon as possible. And thank you for joining this class today and happy learning. Bye.